Well, joining me now is ABC News audio reporter Jordana Miller. Jordana lives here and understands this country really well. Thank you for being here. First, the attacks on October 7th. How are Israelis processing what happened now?
I think Israelis are properly in trauma, James. I mean, initially when the attack happened, everyone said, oh, this is like the Yom Kippur War, the surprise of the Syrian attack, you know, back in 1973. But here we are 3 weeks later, and now people are really describing it as a moment that reminds them actually of 1948, the War of Independence. It's become an existential moment for Israelis because suddenly everything they believed about their security, about their leaders, has been destroyed. I mean, everything. And so they're trying to really come to terms with it. And it is painful. And they're nervous and they're angry, especially, I would say, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who really always said that his mission was to keep Israel. You know, he always says, there's only one Jewish state, and it's my duty to try to protect it. And, you know, we have to remember that Netanyahu came to power shortly after Hamas kicked out the Palestinian Authority and took power in the Gaza Strip. Their whole rise to power, their leaders, their money, their training, their military infrastructure, it all happened on Netanyahu's watch. And under what was a failed belief that somehow Hamas could be negotiated with, kept quiet, money, you know, giving them permits for workers. And it all has just spectacularly, you know, blown up.
And we're seeing there's a lot of anger here against him, but a lot of anger as well about the situation in Gaza. We've been watching these airstrikes, so many deaths, many children involved, you know, caught up in this. I think now well over 7,000 people have been killed in Gaza. We know there's an international reaction to this. We know about the international outrage. How do Israelis feel when they see what's going on?
Listen, Israelis see the images. They know the destruction. They see the women and children suffering, and they empathize. Many Israelis know that it can't possibly be that the majority of Palestinians in the Gaza Strip support Hamas. It can't be. And they feel sorry for them. They are also victims of Hamas. I mean, this is not a regime where any people there can express dissent or ask for accountability or anything. So I think, you know, Israelis are heartbroken seeing what's happening there as well. There's a sense of hopelessness here that a lot of people are dying, you know, and on the other hand, Israelis feel also that it's part of Hamas's responsibility, that they've created this situation by embedding near civilians.
You don't think any calls by Israelis for a ceasefire briefly in Gaza? You don't see that happening?
Well, we know that there are intense negotiations going on, right? The Qataris, the Egyptians, the Americans, even the Israelis indirectly are talking about trying to get out some of those hostages. 229, 30 children, a 9-month-old baby, right? Dozens of women, senior citizens, a Holocaust survivor. So we know those negotiations are going on, and we've heard that Israel would be willing even to possibly release Palestinians, jailed Palestinians, bring fuel in, possibly, maybe a ceasefire.
Well, we'll see what happens, but thank you for the moment, Jordana.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.